Revolutionary greetings, comrades. The Congress of South African Trade Unions, COSATU, will hold its 14th National Congress on the 26th to the 29th of September 2022. Part of the issues that the Congress is going to discuss is the exploitation of migrant labor by South African employers. We've discussed previously the right of migrant workers to join trade union movements. The exploitation of migrant labor must end. And this can only happen if all workers join hands and build unity amongst themselves. The exploitation of migrant labor is going to continue as long as we have created divisions within the labor force to say these are migrants, these are local South African workers. A worker at the workplace is a worker. And the call by some affiliates of COSATU for a quota system is not only about the high unemployment that is being recorded in South Africa. It's the lack of unionization of migrant workers who in the main remain exploited. We are talking to migrant workers as the African Diaspora Forum, as the Zimbabwe community in South Africa, to say all migrant workers must join a trade union. But I must say, we are finding it difficult to recruit migrant workers. We've had meetings with the migrants who are in the freight industry, the truck drivers. And they were saying they needed to join a trade union, at least this town. Many remain outside the trade union. And those that are not unionized are the ones that get exploited by the employer. What then should the Federation do when migrant workers are exploited? The Federation must then call for laws that will punish employers who exploit migrant workers. This means that labor inspectors must be active, inspecting employers who are exploiting workers of migrant origin. Part of the inspection must look into the salaries of migrant workers. We know, of course, that some employers will want to employ migrants because some migrants will not join trade unions, therefore they will not be paid a minimum wage. And also the issues of housing subsidies and other benefits. Now, there must be a balance in our view to say, while we understand the challenges that migrant workers who are in South Africa face in their countries of origin, to an extent that they to relocate to South Africa. But we have said, irrespective of nationality, migrant workers must join trade unions. You are holder of a special permit, you are from Lesotho, from Zimbabwe, you have to join a trade union. You are using any other visa or permit, you have to join a trade union. we are on Aslam document, you have to join a trade union. We've explained that the trade union is the only body that can or that always protect the workers. Yes, some have raised challenges in some of the unions that they are members of. But there is no excuse not to join a trade union. There is no excuse to divide the workers. The workers must unite. And when workers are exploited, government must intervene. You will know that in the farming communities, migrant workers are employed. On payday, the police are brought in to deport them. That is the highest level of exploitation. To treat migrant workers as slaves. How do you call the police to arrest workers and deport them when you are supposed to be paying them? And we have said that no employer loves a worker. Kunabanye abadala mina lo mlungu wami uyangithanda. Ayikho leyo. There is nothing like when your employer loves you. Because your employer simply wants to exploit you. Full stop. Angeke ukuthi umuntu ngiyakuthanda. Akekho umlungu othanda umuntu isisebenzi. Umlungu ufuna ukuthi umsebenzele njengesiqhila. Engaholela ukutshela eceleni, ukutshele kabi. Ethi ungangena indaba zama trade unions akusebenzi. Lawo bese uyamlalela. Mayese ukuxoxa umsebenzi, sewukhumbula nge-trade union. There are many workers that will not join a trade union. Hospitality industry, and many other sectors of the economy. But when they get fired, they then remember that, by the way, there are organizations like the African Diaspora Forum, the Zimbabwe Community in South Africa. Let's talk to them, maybe they will assist us. And I'm not saying you should not talk to us, but join a trade union. There are ZEP holders who, some in the last 10 years or 12 years, they have not joined a trade union. And we have been telling them, asking them to say, look, join a trade union. There is Comrade Robbie at Kosato House. We started a program of training or providing basic education to workers in the hospitality industry, restaurants. Men were not turning up for those study groups. They are the very workers today who are saying, the employer says if you don't have a receipt, you are dismissed from work. If you have no proof that you are applying to move to another visa, you are dismissed. Others are saying, no, the employer says the Department of Home Affairs must write a letter in my name that the extension or the grace period is extended up to 30th of June 2023. We receive all these inquiries every day. Some would be saying, no, my passport expired. I was told by my employer to go and sort out my passport. When I came back, I was told without any warning that I'm now jobless. But in the last 11 years or so, you thought your employer loves you. And these workers that are being dismissed now, They are not being paid their benefits. They are not being given a warning. Nothing written. They are just dismissed on the spot. Someone comes back to work or goes back to work after they've gone to apply for a passport, given a leave for a week or two. When they come back to prove that now they've applied for a passport or they have a new passport, they are told that, unfortunately, we cannot take you anymore because your permit has expired. And we are dealing with these cases on a daily basis. And you ask the worker, are you a member of trade union? No, I am not. So the exploitation of workers can only end when workers join trade unions. You don't join a trade union simply because your employer has fired you. No. You ask them, are you a member of a burial society? Yes. Are you a member of a trade union? No. So, as part of building unity at the workplace, every worker must belong to a trade union, including migrant workers. And if we are to build a unit amongst the workers, is that every worker must belong to a trade union. When you are not a member of the trade union, the workers that are meeting from the 26th to the 29th September 2022 under the banner of COSATU will find it difficult to stand with you because you are not standing with them in the daily struggles of the workers. So it's important that all workers belong to a trade union in advancing the struggle of the workers at the workplace. Please share your views in the comment section. If you want to know more about trade unionism, please write in the comment section. We'll certainly assist you. Please circulate this video to your contacts, and please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Otherwise, amandla comrade, qina msebenzi qina, shinga mshandi shinga, amandla comrades.